Hello, what's up? My name's Seb, and welcome to the lovely little game that's recently released called Atomfall. We'll be doing a first few hours review on this because I played a few hours and I'm ready to make my review based on what I've played so far. This is a neat little fun little game that I absolutely loved playing. It's a little bit tricky to get used to and to kind of know what this game wants you to do, but once you kind of start getting the hang of it, it does become a lot more fun. So, without no further ado, let's get into Atomfall. Alright, so just to give it a little bit of context, you're in an alternate history in the 1960s where the Windscale nuclear disaster just happened in the north of England. You're in a quarantine zone and, well, that's where the game takes place. Let's begin. So we start off by waking up in the bed. With no backstory or no memory, we immediately get thrown into this conversation with this guy right here. Now, let me say something that I absolutely love about this game. When it comes to talking to other people, you have a few options that you can select which one you like when you want to respond. To achieve this, you've got white text, which is the text of what you're actually going to say to the character, and then you've got green text on the left here, which is kind of going to guide you what that sentence is going to sound like. And I really like it because it's not like happy or sad replies. They're generally quite informative. They're like evades, wary, bargaining, all that kind of stuff. And then there's so many different options that you get to choose with these different characters. And because it's so clear and it really does give you an option of what to reply with white text that you can read and then the green text of how that sentence is going to sound, it really kind of gives you a bit of an understanding a bit more, which really helps because you're more interested in selecting the right option for yourself. So, you know, it makes you actually interested in the dialogue. And maybe you didn't want green, maybe you wanted it to be different colors. In the whole preview to setting up this game, you get to choose things like the different colors of things. So, for example, speaker colors, you could change it to a different one if you really wanted to. I stay with green, but you can choose your own. The second major thing this game introduces you is crafting. It kind of gives you these two major key details that you want to learn immediately when stepping out into the wild. And crafting is very simple. Basically what you do is you grab different items throughout the game, which get used to because you'll be searching around for items for quite a lot around this game. Search for the items, grab them, and then put them together in like a crafting menu and actually make the item you want to make. Now, your health isn't that strong on this game, so this game will have you searching around for things and crafting things as well. So you'll be searching for things like food, for cloth, just to make bandages so you can survive. And then on top of that, you'll also be having to craft things like bandages to also help you survive. So you've got searching and crafting in this game is one of the immediate things that this game wants you to get used to because you're going to be using it quite a lot. Now, one thing I absolutely love about this game is that little segment right there that I just did, which is right at the beginning. That took me about 5 minutes to do. I know some people might take even shorter to do that, like 2 minutes to do. That's the tutorial for the game. Whichever way you want to play that little segment, that is the tutorial. Going out through this door right here, this is now the rest of the game through this door. So you insert the card, and then the door opens, and welcome to Atomfall. It's gonna tear you apart piece by piece. Now, I'm going to play on how the game recommends me to play, and for some of you, you may have noticed at the top bar it says north, east, south, and west, but there's no marker or indicator of where I'm actually heading. That's because it doesn't tell you. It just tells you north, east, south, and west. Now, you can change this by going into options and then going to game style and then going to advanced options and then finding waypoint navigator, scroll all the way down and then click and turn it on. I mean, that is an option you can do inside this game, and you will get a way marker at the top bar so you can actually find your way about inside this game. However, we are playing the recommendation settings and we will not be using this, so we'll have to use our heads. The next thing this game introduces us is the melee combat, and just basically the combat in general. I really had fun with the combat this game showed me. It's basically a kick, a punch, and quite a hard punch. And as you play through this game, you'll immediately notice that you will have to collect weapons if you want to survive. Now, in my first few hours of playing this game, I thought my character was quite weak, and there's a lot of enemies on this game, so I was kind of crawling around finding places to hide as I was playing this game, or running away from enemies. Eventually, I caught on to, no, actually, my character's quite strong, and I can whack these enemies away, and that's when this game really started getting fun for me. No longer was I trying to hide from people. I was on the assault. I was trying to find enemies and take them down, clear out areas so I could freely explore and loot everybody that I was aiming to kill. Now, one of the things about this game is that after you've done certain battles, you might find the fact that you need to restore some of your health. To restore your health, you have to eat certain foods that you find, and you can find these on bodies and all that kind of stuff. So just make sure you search bodies after you kill them, take what they have, and if they've got food, you can use that food to heal yourself up. Now, one of the things about this game is you'll be exploring this village that is based in the UK. By doing that, they add in different things like UK designed housing, UK roads, UK signs, all that type of stuff. And they even add in these people that have this kind of UK accent, which is really cool. It just increases the fact that, yes, you are definitely in the UK. Now, I don't know a lot of games that are set in the UK, but this does a very good job of really just dampering down this is definitely in the UK, with the way the buildings look all the way to the speeches and all that kind of stuff. It feels like this is how the UK should be inside a video game. Also, I love these red telephone boxes just here, there, and everywhere. Just be like, oh yeah, you just go in them and just there's a phone box. They're just spread throughout everywhere this whole game, so you'll spot them immediately in certain areas. You're like, oh, look, there's a red telephone box. It is like, it's just crazy, the level of detail of how much this made me feel like, oh yeah, this is definitely a UK thing. So very well done with the designing of this game. One of the things that you will have to get used to is the map and how the map works. Now, there's no fast travel, but you are given this map, and every time you discover a location, you get a little drawing. And sometimes, and very clearly, some people might at times put stuff on your map, like a marker on your map. Pay attention to this as you go through conversation options, because when you go to different areas, there might be a location or drawn on your map. Pay attention to that, because those are directions that you're going to need to head into. So, for example,
I know where you can get some, though. There's a lady, calls herself Mother Jago, out in Casterfell Woods. Brews the tonic to her own recipe. She lives out by the old mine. I can mark on the map where to find her.
So she marked on the map, and basically I followed this all the way here, so I was actually able to be at the old mine, which is what this icon is up here. And then I can then find where this character is. However, this is a quest within a quest within a quest type game, which will lead you down the rabbit hole of different rabbit holes. So even after you find the characters that you may talk to, they may have another quest, because this game is filled with them.
If you want the recipe for the tonic, that's where you need to go. Into the castle.
Which is what drove me here at the back of this castle. Yes, a simple mission where I had to quickly investigate a small little bakery.
If you want somewhere to start, well, we've had our eyes on Iris, the baker.
So a simple mission that drives you to investigate a bakery, drives you halfway across the map searching for a book that's hidden in the back of a castle where you have to kill loads of enemies just to get to. So if you're up for like trying to navigate around a map, killing enemies, looting people, and trying to solve a mystery of what's happened in a location, this could be a really fun little game for you to play. I mean, this is something that I'm quite interested in after playing it for 6 hours in total. I mean, you don't actually have to play it the way I played it. You can just turn Waymarker on like we discussed at the beginning of the video, but overall, you get the idea. And just to sum it up as well, I'd like to say that the idea of this game is unique, and so is the location. But I don't think it's majorly or anything groundbreaking. I mean, like, I've played games like Kingdom Come Deliverance, which feels quite similar, and I've also played games like Fallout as well. I don't think this game is quite similar to Fallout in certain areas, and maybe in others, but I think it's more like a just a 1960 feel of Kingdom Come Deliverance, but a nuclear explosion, which is the elements of where you get that Fallout vibe from. Overall, I'm going to give this a solid 8 out of 10. There is literally nothing really wrong with this. I think I'd save those bonus points if I really liked a feature that was going to be like game changing. But outside of that, I'd say 8 is a pretty good solid. Definitely a Jump Inside recommendation if you're interested in that real full-on exploration, try and learn your way around the map experience for a game. This is definitely that type of thing. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy watching, don't forget to drop us a like and a subscribe, and I will catch you in another Jump Inside video very soon. Goodbye. Hey, thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, then please don't forget to consider to like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on another Jump Inside video. Goodbye.